Ding ding, step in the ring and swing. Left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing. Left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Can't try a ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I punch you never saw. Ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, heading the hands.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's go.
Doing? You've switched off completely. Don't worry about that round.
Let's do it.
Make a miss, make a pay.
You're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
And box.
Okay, let's reset, switch on.
Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep...
Box.
Body and head, that's it.
Now counter mistakes. Make a miss. Make a pay.
Guessing, jab up, jab down.
Okay, now you're switching off. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let her back in the fight. You're much better than...
Do your business.
That's it. When she comes at you, throw the jab. Slip, left hook.
the belts, mighty. In the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting. No what ping we bring when right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting. No what ping we bring when right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting. No what ping we bring when right, somebody shots fling. Uppercut, fling.
I'm Todd Grisham, and welcome inside the Lighthouse Theater. And what a night and what a fight we expect this to be. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like
Antonio Tarver. You're looking at the Magic Man, one of the best to ever do it, And up against them, it's Antonio Tarver, of multiple light heavyweight world champions, including the WBA, WBC, and IB.
this bout is
So much hype, so... The build-up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. That counter shot lands. Caution being thrown to the wind. Nice counter. Fighters love being in this venue as the audience is right on top of you, and they will be bringing the heat tonight. They are ready to watch this showdown.
you're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theatre, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent all laid out there.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. He misses with that jab. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one. What do we expect to see here in round two? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then we'll strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter-punches are the best.
Looking to land the hook. Punch, counter-punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. He wasn't ready for that counter punch. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is. Let's get it started in round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Perfect counter shot. How about that time counter shot? He blocks the uppercut. Misses with the straight left. Forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He misses with that straight left. Catch and shoot. Hey, those punches add up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They both want the knockout. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Come on, you let him back into the fight.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to... Clearly his opponent was too much for him and he's thrown in the towel. So there you have it. It is a... Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Get ready. Alexander. Roy. This back. One of the hottest chick. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. How about that time counter shot? Catch and shoot. These two were made for each other. He misses with that straight left. audience absolutely right on top of you in this very special environment here.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people are here in this place. They will spot it.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. The courage on display here is incredible. Beautiful counter shot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. There's a counter shot. Nice counter. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
The perfect counter lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, it's no secret. The bell rings and we start the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Misses with the straight left. Both men step back for just a moment. Just missed with that hook. He scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. putting that punch through. Usyk! Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. That was almost a back at it in round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of defense here at all. That counter shot lands. One punch could change everything in this battle. Punching. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one up. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, back into the fray here in round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little fade with him, pickpocket him.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. Can't land that jab. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your...
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. This is the beginning of round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They exchange punches. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. No rest for the weary. Good counter punch. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
And you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Those counter punches have to hurt. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, we're entering depth. Round 7, here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
It's bombs away. He missed with the jab. See a jab from these two. Punch, counter punch. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Just missed with that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander Usyk. There's the bell to start round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter punch. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Power. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
The perfect counter lands. Good counter punching. done with that counter shot. Do you believe what we are seeing? The jab doesn't quite connect. A perfect counter shot. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The three judges agree.